Welcome to the 2015 Golden Apple Awards. Tonight, we celebrate our community's greatest treasures, a select group of outstanding teachers. Please welcome to the stage this evening's hosts, the Meridian family of stations owner, Mike Reed, and the publisher of the Meridian Star, Tim Holder.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Glad that you're here. We're welcome to the third annual Golden Apple Awards Teachers Banquet. Thank you all for coming. Before we get started, though, I'd like to introduce to you Pastor Rhett Payne from First Presbyterian Church, who's going to start us off with an invocation. Pastor Rhett, you mind coming up?
Good evening. Please pray with me. Gracious God, our Father, we give you thanks for this beautiful day that you've given us. We thank you, Lord, for the Golden Apple Awards, for the vision that you've given to the lead sponsors of this program. Thank you for Meridian family of stations, and thank you for the Meridian Star. And Lord, thank you for the teachers who give of their time, who sacrifice and are so dedicated. And Lord, thank you for an opportunity to honor and to recognize 9 of those teachers in our community and surrounding communities. Father, we thank you, Lord, for the year that you've given us in school, that we've seen another year come to a close. And we just thank you for the dedication of so many teachers throughout this community, the surrounding communities. Lord, thank you for the love of a teacher for a student. And as I read through the program, Lord, to hear so many mention the idea of a calling. And so I thank you for those that sense a direct calling to be a teacher. Thank you for those who have learned, and I pray that you will bless the students throughout our communities. And Lord, tonight as we celebrate these accomplishments of the 9, we thank you for the food we're receiving, and we acknowledge that every good and perfect gift comes from above. We give you thanks, Lord, for this opportunity tonight. In Christ's name I pray. Amen.
Thank you for that, Rhett. We appreciate that. When we conceived the Golden Apple Awards 3 years ago, we knew we wanted to find a way to honor those of us who have chosen one of the hardest and most rewarding careers. Teachers, good teachers, help mold and shape a community. They set the tone for its future, and each and every teacher is an investment in our future. We're gathered here tonight just to be able to honor those teachers that have done such an exemplary job. That's part of what this program is. My name is Mike Reed. I'm the owner of the CBS, NBC, and Fox stations here, and this is Tim Holder with the Meridian Star. And together we collaborated 3 years ago to bring you the Golden Apple Awards as a way to recognize these teachers that go above and beyond in serving our youth and building a future for us. So with that, Tim?
Thank you, Mike. It takes considerable dedication to be a teacher. And every year, we like to take the time to recognize those who have gone above and beyond. We like to recognize those teachers who have made an impression on students, former students, parents, colleagues, and administrators. And the Golden Apple Awards is the vehicle that lets us do that.
By the way, please go ahead and eat as we go through the program. You know, we'd love for you to go ahead and start eating, and they'll prepare food, and we're just going to work through that so that we don't keep you here any longer than you need to be, but we want to make it a great and exciting evening. So, Tim, thank you. And when we started Golden Apple Awards, by the way, we knew that recognition was only a part of the process. Often these teachers give so much of themselves that we wanted to give something back. So we partnered with some other civic-minded local businesses to reward the teachers who rise above each month. We set aside our competitiveness between businesses in order to serve a greater cause, right, Tim?
Yes, Mike, we did. And I'd like to thank the following key sponsors who gave time and products or funding to the Golden Apple Awards. Avery Products, EMEPA, Lazy Boy, Meridian Community College, Mississippi Power, Mississippi State University, Meridian, Muna Federal Credit Union, Richard Swartz, and Woodstock Furniture.
And also we'd like to thank our participating sponsors, the Hilton Garden Inn, Meridian Coca-Cola, Newell Paper Company, Southern Pipe, the University of West Alabama Online, and John O'Neill Johnson Toyota. Can we get a round of applause for all those folks, please? Together, our sponsors make it possible for us to award our teachers $1,000 in school supplies, $500 in a tuition voucher, and $300 in cash. So each one of the teachers throughout the year was awarded that, and tonight we'll have an even bigger award for the Teacher of the Year. So they get more than just recognition. It's our partners' way of saying thanks and paying them back for their hard work.
In addition to the sponsors, the school systems have been very helpful in recognizing the teachers. Our schools invest heavily in the teachers in the classrooms, and the administration and superintendents who maintain the districts deserve our gratitude. In addition, we'd like to recognize the following officials: Dr. Mike McGreevy from the Meridian.
If you would stand, please. Thank you, Mike.
Mayor Eddie Fulton of Quitman.
Thanks for being here.
And Mayor James Young of Philadelphia. Who are here tonight.
It's great. Thank you all for being here. We'd also like to thank Meridian Community College for letting us hold this banquet in the wonderful Tommy Delaney Center. Both south of the border and Lauderdale County Farm Supply help provide the beautiful greenery that you see around us. And Kem's Restaurant is responsible for that meal that you're enjoying right now. And finally, before we get started, our two previous Teachers of the Year are here with us tonight. And we really appreciate their support. So, in attendance is our 2012-2013 winner, Miss Kathy Moody. Would you please stand for us? Hey, Miss Kathy. And also our 2013-2014 winner, Travis Dixon. Travis, thank you for being here.
Throughout the last 2 years that we've held the Golden Apple Awards, and including this year as well, businesses throughout the area have understood how important it is to support our teachers in our schools. Honoring August's Teacher of the Month, Rosemary Young from Meridian High School is Avery Products.
The Golden Apple Teacher of the Month for August comes to us from Meridian High School.
Congratulations, Miss Young. You are the Golden Apple winner for the month of August.
I was stunned and shocked. When everyone came into my classroom, I was like, why me and what is going on?
Rosemary Young is an exceptional education teacher at Meridian High. She says her students bring true joy to her life.
I love coming to work. They make me smile every day from the beginning to the ending. And they're learning and they're getting something from what I'm teaching. And they work really hard because they want to please you and they want to, they want to just work and give it their all. And so to me as a teacher, as an educator, I appreciate that from my students. And they keep me going, they keep me motivated.
She says one key to the success of the special needs program at MHS is the support of Principal Victor Hubbard.
When the school district says, they don't have money for trips, he'll come out of budget somewhere else, and he's always there to help us out. So we have a very supportive administrative team as well as a supportive principal at Meridian High School. When my students are learning and you can see the light go off in their eyes when they have grabbed something that I've taught them, it's an amazing feeling. It's joy-filled for me in my heart because I know that I'm doing something positive and that I'm giving something positive back towards that child.
Avery Products in Meridian is a proud supporter of the Golden Apple Awards. We believe it's a wonderful service to highlight the greatest teachers in the area. Avery Products would like to call the August Golden Apple Teacher of the Month, Rosemary Young from Meridian High School, to the stage, along with Principal Victor Hubbard, so that Tim and Mike can recognize you for your achievements.
Unfortunately, Mr. Hubbard is not here with us, but Rosemary Young, would you please come join us for a moment?
Congratulations, Rosemary. And we'd like to present you with this plaque from last year with the front page of the Meridian Star. And have anything you'd like to say?
Thank you to all to the sponsors and to my family for being here, and to those educators who are making a difference in the lives of our students.
Thank you.
So Rosemary just informed me that Mr. Hubbard was in an auto wreck on his way over here. He got rear-ended on the way over. So we'll just say a prayer that he's okay and everyone's well. Thank you for sharing that with us. So thank you for coming up, Rosemary. EMEPA partnered with us to sponsor September's Golden Apple Award, Miss Amy Etheridge. Let's take a look at both our sponsors and our winner for that month.
Serving others is summarized by this quote: "Another set of hands pulled me from my mother's womb at birth. Another set of hands changed my diapers, fed me, and nourished me. Another set of hands taught me to read and write. Now another set of hands grows my food, delivers my mail, collects my garbage, provides my electricity, protects my city, defends my nation." EMEPA is pleased to be one of the sets of hands that adds quality to the life of our community.
The Golden Apple Committee surprised Mrs. Amy Etheridge with the September Golden Apple Award. Mrs. Etheridge teaches kindergarten at West Lauderdale Elementary School. She says understanding how each student learns is essential to teaching.
I think that every child can learn. They all learn differently. I think that it's very important for a teacher to get to know the child, to get to know their likes and their dislikes and the things that make them learn the best. And you gotta love them. Always, you gotta love them. And I feel like these are my own children in here. And I'm going on my 22nd year of teaching. And all my past students, I feel like they're mine, and they'll always be mine.
Mrs. Etheridge also paints beautiful murals around the elementary campus.
We were looking at the foyer and we knew it just needed something. And Miss Harris asked if I would paint something. And so 2 summers ago, I started on the first 2 walls. And I just stay up here late at night because during the summer, I'd love to paint when nobody sees me. Because I don't like for people to see what I do until I finish. And then the next summer I did the other 2 walls, and then this summer I did the library.
Bringing light into her kindergartners' lives is one of her favorite things.
Seeing their eyes when they have discovered that they have learned something, and it's just the excitement on their face, and that makes it exciting for me because I know, hey, you know, I had something to do with that. And we talk about all the time in the classroom that it's like living in a dark room with your window shade down, or it's pulling that window shade up and letting the light shine in. And so we always talk about not wanting to be in a dark and lonely place. We want to be in that bright light. And when I see that hit their faces, it's just, I mean, just puts a smile on my face.
September's Teacher of the Month, Miss Amy Etheridge, and here to present to her is Julie Bowles from EMEPA. Thank you, Julie.
Good evening. EMEPA is excited to be here tonight to honor our teachers, and we want to thank you. Unfortunately, Miss Amy Etheridge is not able to be with us tonight, but I would like to ask her mother to come accept her award on her behalf, Ms. Dottie Armstrong, and Miss Rosemary Harris, the principal at West Lauderdale Elementary. If you're here, if you would come up and join us as well.
Very excited about this award, and Amy wanted to be here so much, but she's on a senior trip with her son Colby. But Andy and I both, her father and I, are retired school teachers, and so we know what it takes to be a great teacher, and we feel like Amy is really enjoying what she's doing and loving what she's doing. We're really proud of her.
Thank you. Our next sponsor is Richard Swartz. Bobby Lynn Dunham from Calvary Christian School received the Golden Apple Teacher of the Month Award for October.
Richard Swartz & Associates have helped multiple Mississippi communities legally and charitably for over 25 years. Whether assembling a team of volunteers for a food drive or providing manpower for statewide disaster relief, our efforts continue to have a positive impact in local hometowns. By supporting great programs such as the Golden Apple Awards, we are able to ensure that a deserving educator is recognized for outstanding efforts in the classroom, where the futures of our children are fostered.
The Golden Apple Committee visited Calvary Christian School recently to honor Bobby Lynn Dunham, the Teacher of the Month for October.
There's so many deserving teachers that I could not believe. It's one of the happiest days of my life.
Mrs. Dunham is vice principal and teaches French and U.S. history, but education wasn't her first career.
I worked at Sullivan Pike for 24 years before I finished my education. I was a secretary to Sam Davidson. That taught me how to manage. It gave me a great solid foundation for business skills, so that when a school is I can help in the office and I can help with the function of the school because of that background.
After 17 years teaching at Enterprise and 13 at Calvary, Mrs. Dunham still loves working with her students.
I enjoy their energy. I enjoy their innovative ways. When a student is lost and then all of a sudden it's as if a light comes on in his brain and he says, "Oh, I get it." I love that.
She believes students at Calvary benefit from the school's smaller size.
I think my largest class this year is 13 students, and that's very small compared to a public setting. You wear many hats, maybe advising the students in career education, where at a public school, you're in one area. And in a small school, being a family type setting, you get a one-on-one basis with the students. You get to know the student well, understand the student problems, and that way work with them to overcome.
And her greatest influence?
When I was a child, my mother taught when she was younger, and I heard about all the good times she had, and all my life, that's what I wanted to do.
Regretfully, I'm unable to be here in person tonight. I'm proud to be part of a program that honors teachers who affect and change so many lives in different ways. It's dedicated and caring teachers like the ones here tonight that makes everyone a winner. Thank you all for your efforts. With great pleasure, I would like to recognize October's Golden Apple Award Teacher of the Month, Bobby Lynn Dunham. We'd like to call Bobby up to the stage where Mike Reed and Tim Holder will help me hand out your award.
Miss Bobby Lynn, will you come join us, please? Thank you for coming up. Tim's got a little something over here for you. We appreciate all you do. Care to sing?
This award was being selected the October Teacher of the Month was a shock, but it was one of the highlights of my life. And I may not have said it, but teaching school is indeed a calling, and I love every day.
Thank you so much for what you do. There we go. The November 2014 Golden Apple Award winner went to Helena Wells from Northeast Lauderdale High School. Woodstock Furniture was our partner for that month.
Hello, I'm David Honeycutt. In 1978, my parents, Scott and Bailey Honeycutt, opened Woodstock Furniture in a woodworking shop behind Sunbelt Motors. After years of sacrifice and a lot of sawdust on the floors, our business has grown to 5 locations in Meridian and Hattiesburg. My parents encouraged me and my brother Grant to get the education we'd need to one day help run the Woodstock Furniture family of stores. We are proud to sponsor the Golden Apple program and salute our dedicated teachers.
Language links people all around the world. At Northeast High School, foreign language teacher Helena Wells is helping her students stay connected. She is also November's Golden Apple Teacher of the Month.
The interaction with the student is what makes me happy, and I do love to tell them what is going around the world, again, because I have lived in other countries around the world, so I love to tell them what is going on. I like to open their horizon to other cultures. Now that is what really makes me really happy, when they hear me saying what is going on in Spanish schools, in German schools, how different or how how related every student really is throughout the world, how they look the same pretty much, the subjects they are taking. Kids always ask me, they're not so different from us, are they, Mrs. Wells? And I tell them, no, they are not.
Why is learning a foreign language important? Mrs. Wells explains.
You can travel and speak the language. It increases your knowledge of other subjects. When you learn because you learn certain skills in a foreign language that will help you throughout any other subject. Critical thinking skills, world skills. You learn lots of different things that will improve the student in all of his subjects throughout school. So that is the main importance of a foreign language. It's a great thing that I was recognized. After all, I teach foreign language, and that is a subject that is not often brought to the forefront. So I feel very, very honored about that and happy about it. It's a very special honor, and I appreciate it. I have no words. I am so speechless.
Ms. Helena Wells is not able to be here, but David Honeycutt from Woodstock Furniture.
Good evening. On behalf of Ms. Wells, I'd like to call Principal Steve Nelson to the deck, if you will, to receive a plaque on her behalf.
On behalf of Ms. Wells, she sends her regrets for not being able to be here. As you can tell, she's not originally from here, so at some point, sometime today, she's touching down in her homeland of Germany. That trip was planned long before, so that's where she is right now, going back to visit family and friends. But she is a very professional lady, shows up for work every day, challenges our students each and every day, and that's what we want each and every one of our teachers to do. Thank you.
Thank you both. Steve, if I remember right, she speaks how many different languages? Like 6 or 7? Yeah, she's very impressive. Thank you for being here. David, thank you.
December's Golden Apple Award went to a junior high teacher in Quitman who tackles 2 classes at once. MUNA Federal Credit Union sponsored this month with Daniel Gilmer as our recipient.
At MUNA Federal Credit Union, we feel like an excellent education for our children is a requirement to build a strong community. At MUNA Federal Credit Union, we know it takes top-notch teachers to achieve this. That's why at MUNA, we support the Golden Apple Award to show those top-notch teachers that we have in Lauderdale County how much we appreciate what they're doing day to day with our kids. Together, this is how we build a strong and prosperous community.
The Golden Apple Award winner for the month of December goes well above and beyond the call of duty. Daniel Gilmer, an English teacher at Whitman Junior High School, literally teaches 2 classes at once.
Well, at the beginning of this year, I was approached and asked if I could teach 2 classes simultaneously through distance learning. And then I told them, of course, whatever the district needed me to do. And then ever since then, I've been teaching 2 classes simultaneously using the Polycom system, and I alternate back and forth between the 2 classrooms every about 15, 20, 10 minutes, it just depends. So I'll get one class working and make sure everybody's good, check a few papers, come into this other room and check them, make sure they're good, and just bounce. It's just a constant back and forth. And in all honesty, it's fun. The kids are fun, they respond to it well, and I feel like kids are energetic in themselves, and you can kind of feed off that energy.
Mr. Gilmer comes by teaching honestly. It runs in his family.
My dad's a teacher here at the junior high, and he's taught here ever since we moved down here when I graduated in Quitman. And my mom works at the Lower Elementary as an assistant. And so I've always had education in my blood, I guess. I lived on school campus for a lot of my life.
And what advice would he give an up-and-coming teacher?
To get anybody educated, you have to engage them to some extent. We read Fahrenheit 451 this year, and I have not lived it down, but I took my kids outside and we got in the road out there, and I literally burned books in front of them and literally almost burned the school down. I caught the corner out here aflame. So, but that's the price you have to chase to really engage the kids. I'm not saying burn down the school, but you have to do something that'll stick with them,
Here to present to Daniel is Bo Pittman from Muna Federal Credit Union. Bo, will you come join us?
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Tim. At Muna, we're really proud to have been one of the original sponsors of the Golden Apple program and have been there every year, and are just thrilled that we're able to celebrate this with all these wonderful teachers. So at this time, if Daniel Gilmer and Mr. John James will join me on the stage, please. Daniel, what do you have to say to us?
It's a great honor, and I just want to thank everybody. Everybody works behind the scenes. I have a great principal who supported me through all the troubles that I've went through and gave me a lot of support throughout the year. My family and friends who supported me because it was trying times doing 2 classes at once, but I thoroughly enjoy what I do, and I wouldn't have made it without the support of all the people. So I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody who got me through the year, because it's not just the work of one person in teaching, it's the work of a community of people who come together to better the students. And even my long-standing neighbor at the junior high is with me today in support, Scott Benson. I'm going to give you a shout out. And thank you for the food.
Daniel.
Thank you, Bo. Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate you all being here. Great job. All right, well, we're almost halfway through getting ready to find out who Teacher of the Year is. So let's talk about January. Mississippi Power is our partner for the Golden Apple Awards in January, and January's sponsor, and they were on hand to celebrate with Mary Jones at Northeast Lauderdale Elementary School as a Teacher of the Month then.
Hi, I'm Tasha Lee with Mississippi Power. We are committed to the growth and success of the communities we serve, and education is the foundation for a successful community. That's why Mississippi Power invests in programs like the Golden Apple Awards. So many of the teachers in the Meridian area put their hearts and souls into their life's work. We want to recognize and reward teachers who day after day shape the futures of their students. It's our way of thanking them. Next time you see a teacher, say thank you. It would mean the world to them.
2015's first recipient of the Golden Apple Award is Mrs. Mary Jones. She's a kindergarten teacher at Northeast Elementary School. The Golden Apple Committee surprised her during an assembly.
I just want everybody to know that I'm so thankful for this honor, but I do know that the teachers that I work with on a daily basis, they are just probably more deserving of this than I am. They work hard, and I couldn't do it without the support from my principal and the support from my cohorts.
Miss Jones is an excellent teacher. She has worked in kindergarten for many, many years. She amazes me with all of her energy that she puts forth every single day. She is great at encouraging our kids and celebrating their successes. Her kids truly love her, and she truly loves them.
My favorite thing about teaching is teaching children to read. It is the most important gift you can give any child, and if I can do that, then I feel like I've done my job.
Mrs. Jones had a stroke 2 years ago. She's now using techniques she learned to help her recover to help teach her students.
I had a hard time remembering and staying organized, and I learned from those things. For example, I had bright colored sticky notes, and I would put them everywhere to help remind me of what comes next. I used that technique in my classroom to help students learn their sight words, and I've noticed that it's really been working for them as well as it did for me.
Mrs. Jones also has some great advice for both beginning and veteran teachers.
I always tell them you treat every child that enters your door as if they were your own child. Whatever you do as a teacher, you do it like you're doing that for your very own child. And I tell my kids in my room that they become my family when they enter room 203.
It's so fun to sit here and watch all the teachers as we're doing these two. It's really a lot of fun to do this program and to relive these moments. So, Miss Mary Jones, would you please come up and let us present that award for you? Tasha Lee. Tasha Lee from Mississippi Power is here to present.
In Mississippi Power, we recognize knowledge is power, and it's vital to the overall success of the communities in which we live and serve. And Mississippi Power proudly supports educational efforts and programs such as these as the Golden Apple Awards. It's a pleasure to present to you all January's Golden Apple recipient, Ms. Mary Jones, and it's your principal, Ms. Tammy Crow here. Would you please come up as well?
I just want to say thank you to my family and friends and to my principals and my superintendents here tonight, because teachers can't do what we do every day without all of the support. I know everyone else has said the same thing, but without everybody getting together and working hard, that's what makes us what we are in classrooms every day, and that's why our kids are succeeding like they are. Thank you.
As principal, I'd just like to thank the community for this prestigious award that you make happen every single year. We're very, very proud for Mary Jones to represent Northeast Elementary as one of our fabulous teachers, so thank you very much.
Thank you all very much. Good deal.
February's Teacher of the Month, presented by Lazy Boy, had the good luck of having her award ceremony during Mardi Gras. Nikki Martin from Northeast Middle School got quite the reception.
With a legacy of building quality furniture for over 53 years in Newton, Mississippi, Lazy Boy South understands and values an educated workforce. There is skill involved in creating the comfort that Lazy Boy Furniture is known for, and the skilled teachers help create a community of skilled workers that allow Lazy Boy to keep that legacy of comfort and quality alive. All of us at Lazy Boy South are proud to be sponsors of the Golden Apple Award because it recognizes the best of the best in our teachers and our educators.
A celebration. That's what recently took place at Northeast Middle School, thanks to Mrs. Nikki Martin, a math teacher. She was named the Golden Apple Teacher of the Month for February.
It was kind of overwhelming, but because of all the excitement and the emotions and just the feeling of happiness and the feeling of being appreciated, and I don't know, but I enjoyed throwing the beads and handing them out to the kids and seeing them all smile back at me. And the whole Mardi Gras thing, I really enjoyed it.
Mrs. Martin is now the fourth teacher from Northeast Middle School to receive the award. Principal Billy Burnham says he's proud of his teachers.
We have some great teachers here. We're so proud of our teachers. They do a great job. Teachers work very hard all over our school district, and we're real honored and feel very lucky to have 4 of these winners over the last couple of years.
Mrs. Martin says she loves teaching and explains one of her favorite things about her job.
Watching them, listen to me and be able to take what I give them and turn around and give it back to me. And I really like seeing when they give it back to me 10 times more, where they take it a step farther. That's what I look forward to in teaching, is can they not just take what I give them and spit it back out, but can they take it another deeper understanding and to a higher level. When I realize that they've actually understood it to that deeper level, I don't know, I guess you could say it's a great sense of satisfaction, like my job was accomplished today. Like I had a reason to get up and come to school today because they've learned something and they've enjoyed it.
I'd like to invite Ronnie Pythas up to present the plaque to Nikki and Mr. Principal Burnham.
I'm Ronnie Portress, and I am proud to be with Lazy Boy and support the Golden Apple Awards, and it's my pleasure to present to Nikki and Principal Burnham the award for February. We appreciate it. Thank you.
I just like to thank the sponsors, thank my family away from home, Northeast Middle School, and congratulations to the rest of y'all too.
And if there was an award, we really should consider doing an award for this in the future, but I'm telling you, if there was an award for the place that prepared for and had the biggest celebration and the most fun with this thing, it would have to go to Billy Burnham and his whole staff over at Northeast Middle. When I tell you, you saw the golf cart going down the hallway into the gymnasium and the noise that was going on and the music for Mardi Gras, it was a party going on in that school for the teacher awards. It was really, really fun. So thank you all for that. So we're now entering the month of March, where Mississippi State University of Meridian has been working hard to improve not just downtown Meridian, but to improve the lives of students and teachers alike. We partnered with them to present the Golden Apple Teacher of the Month Award to Chrissy Kelly from Quitman Lower Elementary School.
MSU Meridian consistently looks for ways to serve the needs of our region, whether through our out-of-state tuition waiver, our new degree options in healthcare and kinesiology, or new facilities like the library and the Crest Building. MSU Meridian provides a first-rate, affordable education to citizens throughout our region, including those who want to teach. The university is also a proud sponsor of the Golden Apple Award because we know outstanding educators help shape the future of our community and nation.
Quitman Lower Elementary School is home to the Golden Apple Teacher of the Month for March. Mrs. Chrissy Kelly, a Latin and gifted teacher, receives the honor.
I am very honored to be chosen as the March Golden Apple Award and humbled. I'm so beyond thankful and love my job and love my students with all my heart.
Mrs. Kelly is currently battling breast cancer.
This school year I got diagnosed with breast cancer and underwent surgery on the first day of school and came back a couple of weeks after. And I didn't want to miss my students, so I was ready to come back as soon as I could. They found out I had more cancer than they originally expected, and so I had to undergo 16 rounds of chemotherapy. I finished my last chemo on January 29th, and my students were so excited that I had finished chemo, that we had a no more chemo party in our classroom. And they cheered when someone asked, how do you feel that Miss Kelly is through with chemo? They jumped, they cheered, and I felt very loved.
She strongly encourages women to have their mammograms.
I want to make a difference in a person's life. Being a teacher, it's with the children dealing with breast cancer. I want to be able to help other women that might be going through it, help them as much as I can, and make a difference in their lives, knowing that they are a fighter, they are a survivor.
So Dr. Julia Porter is going to present to Chrissy Kelly.
I know that each of you in the room tonight has had a special teacher that you think of when you think of someone who challenged, inspired you, who saw potential in you and helped you unlock that potential so that you became the person that you are today. Mississippi State University Meridian is proud to be able to recognize Chrissy Kelly tonight because she is one of those special teachers who is able to unlock that potential and inspire others. So we want to recognize her, and we would ask that she and James Bounds both come to the front. He's the principal for Chrissy because we want to recognize them.
I'd like to thank everybody for this honor. This year was a challenging year for me, but one of the most fulfilling, and I learned so much. I may have taught my students, but they taught me so much more. I have to thank my family, my church family, my school family, and especially my students, because they were there for me every step of the way, and I love them dearly. And I have to take a second to just talk to the ladies in the room, just to remind you the importance of getting a mammogram. I was 40 years old, and it was time to get my first mammogram. And I got diagnosed with cancer in July of last year. If it wasn't for that mammogram, I know that mammograms helped save my life, and also, with, of course, God's grace. I had no lumps, and I had no family history. So I expected it to be a routine mammogram. So I'm just saying, ladies, it's very important. You have to get your mammogram when it comes time and not to put it off. But thank you very much.
Praise the Lord. It's fantastic. Still teaching. Thank you all. Round of applause. So we're down to
April.
April. Here we
Yes,
go,
we are.
Tim.
Meridian Community College has been providing a solid foundation for students for all walks of life. And some of those students have had the pleasure of studying under some of our past award winners. Edith Fogarty from West Lauderdale High School was our Teacher of the Month for April.
Meridian Community College continues to meet the diverse needs of its growing community. Along with a strong university transfer program, MCC offers 1- and 2-year programs in a variety of business, health, and technology fields, a model workforce training program, and a comprehensive business development center. MCC serves some 4,000 college credit students and another 4,000 in continuing education, community service, and enrichment programs. Meridian Community College proudly supports the Golden Apple Awards and salutes the wonderful area teachers it represents.
The Golden Apple Committee paid a visit to West Lauderdale High School recently to find Mrs. Edith Fogarty, April's Golden Apple Teacher of the Month. Mrs. Fogarty teaches human anatomy and AP biology. She explains her favorite thing about teaching.
I like seeing the light go off in the kids' eyes and they realize something, or they put 2 and 2 together, and even if it's something that's not even on subject, if they're like, oh, okay, that's why something happens, and they're like, I understand it now.
Mrs. Fogarty credits the West Lauderdale administration for creating a great work environment.
The administration here at West Lauderdale really will work with their teachers and try and help them and get them what they need in their classrooms. They will help with student discipline. They'll even help and be there for you as a teacher if you have personal problems or medical problems, or if you need an idea on how to teach a subject area better or subject better, they'll get you the resources if they can't help you yourself. So it's really a relaxed atmosphere, and they let you teach.
She has advice for anyone who's thinking about becoming a teacher.
I would definitely tell them to get a master's degree before you even really start teaching, and to get a master's degree in another subject area other than education, because it still counts for AA certification, but it also allows you to, it teaches you more about the subject area that you're going to teach, especially in secondary education. My master's degree is what really taught me how to utilize the scientific method, how to analyze data, and things that are very important for upper level science courses. Finally, I am doing what I've wanted to do and make a difference. It's exciting to know that I have an effect, and I always tell my former teacher from high school, Miss Hodges, that she still, even to this day, has an effect, a positive effect on me. So,
I'd like to invite Barbara Jones from MCC up to present the plaques to Mrs. Fogarty and Assistant Principal Kim Williams.
Thank you. Meridian Community College is proud to be a sponsor of the Golden Apple Award program. And to us, of course, good teachers are important. And you know, if it were not for teaching, we would not have professions otherwise. And I know that all of those that are recognized tonight, these teachers appreciate the gifts that have been given by the sponsors, and they will remember the recognition that they get on stage tonight. But if you ask them, I think that what they would tell you, what they will remember most, will be their students who in the future will be successful. Having 40 years or so in education as an educator, there is not a greater gift than to see the very first teacher that was recognized step up on stage and know that she sat in my classroom, and to have a principal that came forward to present another award. And that is the value of teaching. It's not about the teacher. It is about those students in their classroom. We do appreciate all that our sponsors have done to make this program possible, and it is something that we need to not only continue, but to grow. Thank you. And Miss Edith Fogarty, if you will come forward from West Lauderdale High School, and Kim Williams is the assistant principal.
I'd like to thank, first off, God, who's helped me a lot. This award was nonetheless shocking and unexpected, and if it weren't for God and then my husband and my family that's very supportive. The administration is wonderful at West Lauderdale. Has helped me through this whole year, and I really appreciate the award. They made me cry, which was not fair, but it's very sweet, and I love my kids.
Great, thank you all. All right, so we are down to the month of May, and finally, the Meridian family of stations and the Meridian Star partnered together 3 years ago to honor excellence in the classroom. We were happy to award May's Teacher of the Month award to Linda Cook from Enterprise High School.
The May winner of the Golden Apple Award is Mrs. Linda Cook. She's an English and Spanish teacher at Enterprise High School. Mrs. Cook has been teaching for 37 years.
When I was in college, I thought that that was what I wanted to do. And I worried, what if, when I finish, this is not it? And I have spent all this time. So I wasn't absolutely sure until I got into the classroom. And now I could not imagine myself being anywhere else. This was what I was made to do. I just knew.
She has a simple plan to ensure her students get a good education.
Education changes, but what the student needs to know doesn't change very much. And if I can make a student a reader, he will get an education. Every area is influenced by his reading. If he will read, he will get what he needs. That's my philosophy. Make them read.
Mrs. Cook explains what the Golden Apple Award means to her.
It validates what your life has been about. It makes you feel that someone noticed in someone, it meant something to someone, and that everything was worth it, everything. To be picked is such an honor. And I appreciate my students, I appreciate my colleagues, I appreciate having the opportunity to be a teacher in this school and the other schools I've taught in. And to get this finally at the end is just puts the cap on my whole career. I'm so thankful.
Such a wonderful spirit that comes from all these teachers, and you've heard us say over and over again tonight, there's been a theme that I see developing, unintentionally by the way. We all live and work in the area, and we believe teaching is more than just a profession, it's a calling, and we keep hearing that over and over tonight.
And those teachers who feel called to direct the lives of our future businessmen and women, our future government leaders, and even our future teachers are the front lines of keeping our community moving forward. Linda Cook from Enterprise High School, we'd like to call you up and Principal Mike Weathers to the stage so we can recognize you.
Mike here with you tonight? He's not. Okay. Well, we'll just be super happy to have you up here. Present you with this award.
Well, in the words of Juliet, it is an honor I dreamt not of, and I appreciate it so much. Not too long ago, I was in the doctor's office for a checkup, and I was planning a trip overseas, and he said, "Are you going first class?" And I'm like, "Doc, I'm an educator. You get to go first class." But my reward is helping people like you get to where you are. There's nothing greater.
Thank you, Linda. So, every month, our committee of partners gets together and chooses from among a large pool of nominations. In the past few years, we've selected more than 600 nominations from more than 160 different teachers. Our only regret is that there's no way we could recognize every one of those teachers that were nominated. We received hundreds of nomination letters covering many of the schools in the district. Choosing a teacher each month from such a wonderful pool of nominations was difficult enough, but choosing one teacher from among our monthly winners was even harder.
Our Golden Apple Teacher of the Year, in addition to the $1,800 in school supplies, tuition vouchers, and cash prizes they receive, will receive a $250 check. Each teacher of the month has also submitted the name of a student who they wish to nominate for a $2,500 scholarship. It's our way of partnering with our sponsors to give back to the teachers who are recognized for their excellence.
And this is why I love competing against Tim for ad sales, because he left a zero off of that. That's a $2,500 check.
I still win.
Yeah. $2,500 check, not a $250 check that our teacher will get this evening. With that in mind, it's time to announce our Teacher of the Year. And if we could, we'd like to ask Ms. Moody and Mr. Dixon if they would join us for a moment. So I'm going to read a little bit as they walk up to join us, and they're going to help us to present that award. I'm going to read a couple of nominations, and let's see if you can guess who this teacher was. From a faculty member, the reason I want to nominate this teacher is I have had the chance to work closely with this teacher for several years now. We have collaborated together to benefit the special needs students in my classroom. This teacher is a wonderful supporter for all children, not just hers. This is why she should receive the Golden Apple Award for the Teacher of the Year. Another nomination, the reason I want to nominate this teacher is she has done great things for kids for as long as I can remember. She deserves great appreciation for all the work she has put in, and I hope you consider her for the Golden Apple Teacher of the Year. Miss Mary Jones, would you please come join us and accept the award for the Teacher of the Year? Okay, we're so proud of you. Congratulations. You're going to make me cry.
Sorry, I didn't expect it. I'm sorry. I didn't expect it. But thank you so much. I don't know what to say, but I'll cry.
Okay, so
I never try not to cry.
I'll let you gather your thoughts. And I'm going to tell everybody again that we're going to give you a check right now. I think I've got it right here for you. Okay. This is a check, a big check, by the way, not a little check, from 2500, $2,500 for you. You like mine? You want to add another one? Let's get Tim to add another one on the end of that. I think he'd belly up for that.
Maybe.
All right, but guess what? We get to do one other fun thing, and I'm going to let you say who that name is of the student that you chose that's going to get a $2,500 scholarship.
I'm so excited about this too because his mom's here. His name's Jackson Kercheval. Can I give it to her?
Come on up. Would you like to come up and join us? Why did you pick Jackson?
Well, he's a wonderful young man. He will be graduating. Well, he did graduate. I'm sorry, I'm nervous. But he graduated, and I have seen him because his sister is my daughter's best friend, and I have watched him grow over the years, and the things he does for other kids in the community as well as adults is amazing. He's a Boy Scout. His dad's a Boy Scout leader, and I guess they've ingrained in him all the things that I hope and pray that my children will grow up to be like, and that's why I think he deserves it.
That's fantastic. We were happy about that. So the $2,500 scholarship for Jackson, $2,500 for you. We have a trophy, plaque that goes to you as well, and we have your plaque up here for the Teacher of the Year. Is there anything I'm leaving out, Tim?
No, Mike, there's not.
Thank you, Tim. So, ladies and gentlemen, can we see a rousing round of applause for Miss Mary Jones? Very proud of you. Anything else you want to say? All right. Tim, take it away. Thank you each for being here tonight, for your hard work as teachers. Thank you each that support these teachers, and thank you for coming out tonight and supporting us for the Golden Apple Awards annual banquet. It's been a pleasure to be here with you this evening. That concludes our ceremony. Thank you very much. Please come up and say hello to Ms. Jones.
Beside myself. I'm so excited. I know there were so many other teachers that deserved it more than I did. And I just don't know how to say thank you enough. I couldn't have done it without all my teacher friends at school and my principal, my superintendent. I just couldn't have done it without everybody's help.